See, today we are discussing about the last application, that is application of spherical charge distribution. Okay na? For this condition or for this application, you should consider the one of the sphere, okay, of radius is capital R at point P, and the charge is Q, as well as the electric field is E. You should remember 2 points. First point is, inside the sphere there is no charge. Okay, inside the sphere there is no electric field, but outside the sphere or on the sphere we are having the electric field as well as the charge. These are the important parameters. Okay, by using this sphere we are considering 3 cases. First case is outside the sphere, and the second case is on the sphere, and the third case is inside the sphere. Okay, first we are discussing the outside the sphere. In this condition we are considering Gaussian surface or imaginary surface is outside the our original sphere. What is that? First condition, outside the sphere. Outside the sphere means this is our original sphere of radius is capital R, charge is Q, and electric field is. Outside the sphere means considering imaginary or Gaussian surface is outside the our original sphere. This is first case. This is also look like the one of the sphere, so that's why that Gaussian surface is also having some radius from the center, that is we are considering small r. That means the Gaussian surface is having charge is Q and electric field is E. Why? Because Gaussian surface is this one. Inside the Gaussian surface we are having charge Q and electric field is E. On that time, what is the electric field? You should derive. Okay, so we are considering Gauss law, that is closed integral E dot ds is equals to Q by epsilon naught. Already we know. We are replacing this dot by using dot product, that is cos theta. On that time theta is equals to, we are considering 0 degrees, so cos 0 is equals to 1. So how to write this one? That is E equals to closed integral ds is equals to Q by epsilon naught. Then what is closed integral ds means this is gives the area of the or surface area of the Gaussian surface. Surface area of the Gaussian surface. What is that? Already we know area of the sphere or area of the surface is 4 pi r square, which are here we are having two r's, small r as well as the capital R, but this one is belongs to Gaussian surface radius, so that's why that is 4 pi r square. Is this clear? Integral of ds is the area of the surface. Which area of the surface? Gaussian area of the surface, so that's why that is 4 pi r square. Otherwise you should remember one thing, Q is belongs to which one? Gaussian surface charge. Okay, at Q what is the radius? R. So that's why closed integral ds equals to 4 pi r square. Take this value, substitute in above condition, that is 4 pi r square equals to Q by epsilon naught. Okay. Then E equals to, how to write? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r square. Again we know the area of charge density. Yesterday we discussed volume charge density, area charge density. Here surface is belongs to area, so that's why area charge density sigma equals to Q by S or Q by A. A or S is belongs to surface area. Okay, so by using this, Q equals to, how to write? Sigma into S. Take this value, substitute here. So E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q equals to sigma S by r square. Again S is the area of the our surface, considering sphere or considering surface, that is S equals to 4 pi. Area of the surface is r square, capital R. take this value, substitute again here, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught sigma s is 4 pi capital R square by small r square. 4 pi get cancelled, E equals to sigma by epsilon naught capital R square by small r square. This is the electric field outside the sphere. Next, the second case is on the sphere. That means this is our original sphere and the Gaussian surface is also on the sphere. That means capital R equals to small r. Okay, take this value, substitute here. Take capital R equals to smaller and substitute here. That is E equals to sigma by epsilon naught small r square by again small r square. Then r square get cancelled. Finally, on the sphere we got the electric field E equals to sigma by epsilon naught. And the third one is very important. What is that? Inside the sphere. See this diagram. Inside the sphere there is no charge. Inside the sphere means this is our original sphere. Gaussian surface is inside. That means this is small r, this is capital R. Our original radius is capital R na. So this is our original radius and this is our small r. And charge is where? Here charge. And electric field is here. So inside the sphere there is no electric field. In third case, charge is outside and electric field is also outside by using this one, and Gaussian surface is inside. So inside the sphere there is no charge and there is no electric field. So E equals to 0. This is the last application of the spherical charge distribution.